With solid economic fundamentals, the Philippines is well placed to speed up poverty reduction. However, the challenge still remains to be finding ways in providing more economic opportunities to our kababayans, which would help many of them to earn higher and stable incomes. According to the World Bank from 2006 to 2015, robust economic growth helped the poverty rate in the Philippines to fall by 5 percentage points. Poverty declined from 26.6% in 2006 to 21.6% in 2015. Factors like the expansion of jobs outside agriculture, remittances, and in particular, helping poor Filipinos through the Pantawid Pamilyang Pilipino program have greatly helped in countering poverty in the country. Today, we will know the basic of our country's poverty index, how the government should successfully counter it, and it affects the common Filipinos among others. Here on Dynamic Living, the Total You.
Welcome to Dynamic Living in Focus. As we have heard from our episode on the values of the Filipinos, again, this is going to be a manifestation of that value of sharing and caring. And ngayon, we are going to have our episode on You and Me Against Poverty with the VERLANIE Foundation Incorporated. And of course, I am very much honored to have with me here our Deputy Executive Director, Ms. Arlene Fernandez. Magandang araw po sa inyo, ma'am.
Magandang araw din po. Salamat po sa invitasyon ninyo.
Okay. So, heto po, nagulat po ako when before we started on air, nalaman ko po na 26 years na po ang inyong foundation. Ano po ba? At heto po bang inyong foundation is composed of how many members?
Actually, we have a set of board members po and they are doing it on pro bono basis. So, meron din po kaming executive director and the workforce of VERLANIE po is around 120 Filipino employees and around 20 foreign volunteers po.
Wow, so medyo
so
marami nga po. And ano po mga programs meron kayo, ma'am?
So meron po kaming tinatawag na 7 pillars of our program. So that means we work directly in the streets. We reach out the children directly staying in the streets. We have our community-based program where we provide scholarship or educational assistance para sa mga batang mahihirap in a different target communities. Meron po kaming residential programs wherein we have 8 residential homes for children who needs protective custody and temporary shelter. At meron po kaming support programs and services. Meron po kaming integrated programs wherein ito po yung tinatawag naming mga programa na exit point ng mga bata kung saan namin isinusoli sila sa mga family nila, if possible. At para doon naman po sa mga batang hindi na maisusoli sa family, we work for their adoption, both local and inter-country adoption. At para din po sa mga batang lumalaki at wala ng chance ma-adapt at ma-isoli sa family, we prepare them for yung tinatawag namin na independent living. So, kasi eventually, they have to think of their own path after they stay in the foundation.
So, yung pong 7 pillars na binanggit ninyo, no, I am so amazed to hear and understand na hetong scope ng inyong programa mostly covers children.
Yes, ma'am.
Bakit po napili ng inyong foundation, ng inyong company, na mga kabataan talaga ang inyong sasagipin at tutulungan upang ma-reintegrate sa society?
It's because from the very beginning po, yung aming founder, he have seen the need for children to be helped. Kasi sila yung most vulnerable, sila yung very helpless, lalo na kung walang tamang adult supervision. At sila talaga may tendency to be exploited and abused. So sila po talaga yung target. I haven't mentioned, pero importante din po sa aming tulungan yung mga batang may mga kapansanan o yung tinatawag nating children with special needs. Kasi dalawa po dun sa 8 home namin ay nagki-cater para sa mga batang may mga kapansanan at may mga special needs.
So, heto Ma'am Arlene, ano ang ibig sabihin ng VERLANIE muna?
So, ang VERLANIE po is an acronym at the beginning of the two names of the daughter of our founder. So, Virginie and Lorraine siya. Kaya lang pagsamahin mo siya, parang hindi masyadong angkop. So, we come up with the word VERLANIE also from the beginning to give meaning to its main trust. So, ang ibig sabihin po ng VERLANIE at the start is vitalizing responsible living adulthood through nurturance, industry, and education. So from this meaning, makikita na po na yung main concept ng foundation sa pag-alaga ng mga bata ay nurturance, industry, and education. Nurturance in the sense na ang mga batang ito ay importante na sila ay minamahal at pinoprovide ng kanilang mga basic needs. And pag sinabi mo rin naman na industry, providing them all the opportunities for them to excel in whatever talents they have.
Ma'am Arlene, hindi ko siya mag-grasp na for 26 years, you have been there doing this, trying to help children. And you have not been, kumbaga, hindi kami masyadong familiar with your foundation.
You're right.
So, it amazes me, at no end. Pero heto po ba, for 26 years, you've been with the foundation. Ano po ang numbers ng mga kabataan na nasa gitna ninyo, natulungan ninyo, at na-reintegrate ninyo po?
So actually, kung total number of children that we serve, we almost reach around 16,000 children na po.
For 26 years?
For 26 years. Because of the fact that we reach out to more than 200 to 300 street children right there in the streets. Meron din po kaming a sort of around 150 to 200 families in the different areas na kinikater namin. And of course, yung mga bata po na nasa residential homes namin, they total to 180 average number yan, bed capacity yan. So throughout the year, we can serve around 1,000 to 1,500. So kung i-compute in 26 years, medyo malaki na talaga yung na-reach out namin.
Paano po ang ano ninyo? So, in terms of you have 16,000 na dumaan sa inyo at marami pang dadaan sa inyong mga kamay. Out of the 16,000, usapan po natin, ilan po sa kanila, how many percent kaya sa kanila, ang una ay na-reintegrate natin, na ibalik natin sa mga family sila na naging success stories. Number two, have they come back to you? Kasi, syempre, 26 years is 26 years.
Yes.
If I'm a street child at the age of 5, you add 26 to that, I would be 31 years old already. Meron po bang mga success, beautiful stories na bumabalik sa inyo, na nagkwento na dahil sa ginawa ng foundation, naging ganito sila? Yeah,
tumatayo yung balahibo ko kasi I am witness from the very beginning of the children's transformation. So, yung mga bata po namin, karamihan, and I could say na 95% of children we return to families are well integrated, and in fact, most of them finished their education already. Yung tsansa po ng pagtatapos ng mga bata sa kanilang pag-aaral ay malaki kung sila'y nababalik na sa pamilya nila, kasi in-equip din naman namin yung family.
So you're not just talking about getting the child, helping the child, i-reintegrate mo, tutulungan pa yung pamilya.
Opo. Kasi we just don't return children to their families. Kasi or else, they will just come back to the street. At sasabihin pa ng bata, and based on my actual experience, babalik sa center at sabi ko sa'yo, ate, wag mo muna ako isoli kasi hindi ready yung family. So we come up with the program, Family Reunification Program, wherein a separate social worker work hand in hand with the social worker from the residential home para po sa preparation ng bata pag uwi sa family. And then we identify ano pa yung kailangan ng family para tuloy-tuloy ang integration ng bata sa family. And we work with local government units para po sa aftercare program ng mga bata. Kasi you can just imagine, yung mga batang sinusoli namin sa iba-ibang lugar sa National Capital Region at sa iba-ibang probinsya. So periodically, yung social worker in charge has to follow up and visit them from time to time time to ensure na nakaka-integrate yung bata and continuous yung pag-aaral ng bata.
Alam mo what's amazing there, Ma'am Arlene, is minsan kasi tayo, kung tumutulong tayo, pang one day time lang di ba? O kaya isang linggo lang, sa kamay natin yung bata, kukupkupin natin, pakakainin, paliliguan, tuturuan. After niyan, ibabalik natin.
Tapos sabihin natin, wala
na tayong pakialam. Heto sa inyo, there is nurturance.
Yes po.
And that's the difference. When you say nurturance kasi, you follow through. And yan ang kulang minsan, kakulangan minsan ng ibang mga gumagawa ng kagaya ng ginagawa ninyo.
Yes
so
po.
that amazes me no end. So sabi niyo nga, meron kayong mga success stories. Can you at least relate to us para medyo maingganyo yung mga viewers natin? Teka pala, bago yung success story, Ma'am Arlene, do you accept volunteers?
Yes po. You just have to coordinate, and meron po kaming website where they can access, and meron na rin pong nakalagay doon na how to volunteer. So, knowing na the volunteer will be working directly with children, we're very particular in terms of the background. Kasi syempre po, we don't want to add to the experience of the children, knowing that these children have difficult background in the past. So, meron kaming rigid screening for volunteers, but once you're in, it's really amazing experience. And usually yung mga volunteer namin, they come back and tell the stories of their experience in the foundation, and they become ambassadors afterwards for VERLANIE. They speak for
I like
VERLANIE.
that word ambassador. I always, para sa akin, for every good deed, that wherever you may be, you can be an ambassador to tell it to others, so that it becomes, like a chain of events na that can help others.
Kasi po sabi nga na yung paggawa ng mabuti, hindi tayo yung dapat nagsasabi nun
Iba
It's the
dapat.
other people around who experience.
Ma'am Arlene, sabi mo Metro Manila, pero meron kayo sa mga probinsya. Heto ba ay mga karatig probinsya? At saka hindi pa ba kayo nakakaabot like sa Visayas at sa Mindanao?
In fact, nag-uumpisa na po kami ng program namin sa Bacolod City kasi nag-emerge na rin po yung problema ng street children noon. And considering na meron kaming magandang relasyon with the local government unit, so we decided to put up a program. So meron na po kami ngayon dong Open Day Center kung saan they cater to children, to street children at daytime. So they conduct activities with the children, find out bakit sila nasa kalye, and eventually we will be able to find out anong tulong yung pwede naming maibigay. Baka counseling naman lang ang kailangan ng magulang na nasa kalye. Alam ba nila yung tamang pagpapalaki ng mga anak nila? Kasi kung poverty talaga yung problema, it's more serious, and that's something we have to to address and step by step help the family.
So in other words, when you choose a place where you would want to be part of in this campaign of yours, ito yung mga areas na mataas ang rates for street children.
Yes, ma'am.
Pero ma'am, heto it's a reality fact. Malaki ang tsansa kung saan mas maraming street children that economics-wise, heto din ang poverty-stricken areas, di po ba? Parang it goes hand in hand. So how are we going to balance that na tinutulungan ninyo yung mga kabataan and yet tinutulungan ninyo yung mga pamilya nila? Kaya by mere counseling, it will have not so much a great impact,
it will not suffice.
Kasi a-advisean natin sila, pero gutom na gutom naman sila. Wala ding mangyayari. So how do you find a balance between that?
Actually, kaya importante po na at the start, sinasabi namin na you have to feed the stomach. Kasi kahit anong sabi mo sa bata pag gutom sila, so mahirap silang turuan. Oo. Katulad po, may programa kami sa street na tinatawag naming mobile unit. They go directly to a specific depressed area in Manila. They conduct activities with the children kasi ang end goal po nito is to convince the parents na importante yung pag-aaral sa mga bata. So habang nasa kalye sila at hindi pa sila nag-aaral, o yung iba na laging nagda-drop lang at labas-pasok ng school na hindi nagtatapos, so yung mobile unit namin is a particular team who goes to the street on a daily basis. They conduct activities, they provide them basic 3 Rs, value formation, and then eventually at the end, meron silang parang feeding program po. So yun lang po yung umpisa, but eventually you will see that the parents realize na dapat ang anak ko hindi lang nagtatrabaho ng maliit pa, importante na makabalik sila sa eskwela. So yun po yung programa namin sa kalye. Eventually, we will see kung merong mga complicated cases dyan na kailangang i-shelter sa homes namin. So,
pag sinabi po natin complicated cases, ito yung mga abused children,
opo,
o ito yung mga kabataan na pinabayaan talaga, di po ba? So what do you do with these complicated children?
So,
You
sila
adapt
po
them
yung,
in the...
sila po yung nire-refer namin o nilalagay namin sa aming mga residential home. Or in that case, pwedeng i-reunify sa mga relatives.
So pag nasa residential po sila, nandun sila ngayon, so they have a parang a schedule of activities,
Opo.
and then gaano sila katagal dapat manatili doon?
Actually, yung home po namin is composed of 20 children in each of the houses. So, meron po siyang simulation ng real family setting. Meron po kaming couple, real husband and wife who act as parents to the children.
And the couples are volunteers or members of the family?
Hired employees po. Oo. So, we also have what you call auntie or uncle. Depende po sa setup ng homes. Kasi like for instance, meron kaming babies and toddlers home wherein hanggang 30 po ang kaya niyang i-accommodate. So, meron silang mga caregivers po doon na would, take turns para alagaan yung mga bata. So, itong mga batang nasa babies and toddler, pag eventually pwede silang ipa-adapt kung wala na talagang magulang na magkiklaim kasi after the effort of social worker looking for the parents.
So, kayo din yung foundation niyo rin tutulong maghanap ng kung saan sila pwedeng ipa-adapt.
Actually, ang adoption program po has to be tied up with the Department of Social Welfare and Development.
So, we'll take a short break, Ma'am Arlene. And then when we return, we'll continue on tackling your programs. So,
Okay po.
At ako po ay natutuwa at nagagalak. And this is one very good example of a value of a Filipino person being able to care and share for somebody else. Please stay tuned to Hope Channel. Welcome back to Dynamic Living in Focus with our episode, You and Me Against Poverty, VERLANIE Foundation Incorporated, with Miss Arlene Fernandez, the Deputy Executive Director. Ma'am, heto po so sinabi ninyo you tie up with the DSWD kasi for adoption na yung kabataan, no? Pero every step of the way, you are still with them. In other words, na-update kayo ni DSWD, saan napunta yung bata, meron kayong updates on how the child is faring?
Opo, meron po tayong tinatawag na domestic adoption law. So, may proseso pong sinusundan yung social worker from the time na i-abandon yung bata ng nanay hanggang sa pag-file ng social worker for them to be issued a certification from the Department of Social Welfare, yung tinatawag na certification of a child legally available for adoption. Bago pa po yan maisalang sa parang matching conference locally, at eventually kung maa-adopt sila locally, that's really our wish. Pero in the case of our children po na they're growing up children, so karamihan po sa mga bata namin na-adapt, intercountry na po sila na-adapt.
And then you are there also to facilitate and help out.
Opo.
So, heto ako po, 16,000 for 26 years. If you translate that to percentage success stories na reintegrate sila, na bumalik na mag-aral, nakatapos ng pag-aaral kahit simpleng kurso, o kaya ngayon namumuhay na matiwasay, would you say na you have achieved around 50 to 60%?
More than pa po.
Wow, amazing. So you would say mga around 70-80%?
Yes po.
Ano po kaya ang secret? Bakit ninyo na-achieve yun? Kasi karamihan kaya nag-fail yung mga ganyan na programs is because, something is missing in that link eh. So why would you say na yung inyong success rate is very, very high? What would you attribute it to?
Siguro I'm confident to say na we journey with the child from the time na natanggap namin siya hanggang sa talagang ma-integrate at sasabihin niya, ate, I am okay. And in fact, bumabalik po sila sa amin at sila na mismo yung nagiging living testimony sa ibang mga bata kung ano yung itinulong ng VERLANIE sa kanila. Because VERLANIE, the children really feels that VERLANIE is a family to them. So, pag sinabi mong pamilya, anytime you have problem at dahil pamilya din, you have to, at certain point, you have to stand on your own and really decide ano yung mga choices mo sa buhay. At we really, sabi nga nung aming founder na we treat each child as our own children. And pag ganun yung treatment sa mga bata, they would really feel the caring, and sila din at certain point in their life sasabihin talaga nila, I really have to straighten up, and dahil hindi naman ako habang buhay na sa foundation, yung ganyan. So, and in fact, I think susi din po yung connection with the family for those children who have families.
So pag sinabi niyo po na sila ma-reintegrate, mag-aaral ulit, you as a foundation, do you also assist them financially for their education?
Opo, especially for those children who were returned to families, and for those children staying with their, na hindi naman po na kailangang nasa kustodiya namin, kundi itong mga batang ito na nasa depressed area in the different community in Manila and in Quezon City, na nagbibigay po talaga kami ng educational assistance, kasi naniniwala kami na ang pagpigil sa cycle ng poverty is pag may isang nakatapos dyan na
Tama
anak.
po kayo, naniniwala ako niyan, Ma'am Arlene.
Yung magulang din, parang feel
Good
na
siya.
sila na may nakatapos na ako. At pag may nakatapos, sigurado yung mga kapatid mag-a-aspire din na makatapos din sila ng pag-aaral.
Kasi meron silang example eh.
Yes po.
At saka, one child who finishes school and finds a good job can help out with the rest of the siblings,
Opo.
di po ba? Sa tingin niyo po ba, ang susi natin ngayon upang ma-curb natin yung poverty, yung paghihirap natin nito, no, mga kababayan natin, ano po kaya ang pinaka-major key para matulungan natin sila?
Actually, it's really the collaboration of all the stakeholders. No, yung bata, yung pamilya niya, yung community na uuwian niya, the local government, kasi yan yung maliit na gobyerno sa isang lugar. And of course, pagsasapatupad ng mga batas. Marami tayong magandang batas tungkol sa mga bata eh. And I think you asked me kanina na bakit for a long time parang ang VERLANIE ay nasa direct service. That's why since last year po, we come up with the advocacy program para this time we would really speak out kung ano yung mga ginagawa namin sa mga bata, at magtutulong na rin kami sa pag-lobby ng mga tamang batas, at paano natin tutulungan ang itong mga stakeholders na to para we could really be one, parang holistic approach talaga.
So how do you get the funding, if I may ask? Kasi it's no joke to be feeding so many number of street children. It's no joke to be able to send them and give them financial aid. O kaya naman pag-retain ng mga residences.
Opo. Actually, meron pa rin po kaming tulong from external, I mean outside the Philippines. But at the same time, sa VERLANIE po, nagtayo na rin kami ng aming sariling fundraising department. Importante po kasi na bago pa matapos yung aming proyekto, halimbawa good for 3 years, may nagtatrabaho na, may grant writer na sumusulat ng panibagong proposal.
So pinoproject ninyo magkano kailangan
na po namin,
ninyo?
Opo, oo. At talagang patuloy po. I think the fundraising is a role of everybody in the organization. Hindi mo rin sasabihin na fundraising lang sila. It should be a concerted effort of all people. At the same time, paano mag-cost cutting, di ba? Kailangan lahat tayo may malasakit eh.
So what are the challenges that your foundation is faced with today?
Of course, number one pa rin po yung funding, kasi kahit na ganito kami, I mean malaki yung aming scope, at the end of like third or fourth quarter, nagkukwenta na kami, oy, may titira pa ba tayong yung funding, ganyan. So, kailangan talaga yung tamang pag-aaral at pag-project, sabi nyo nga po, na ano ba yung kailangan nating tipirin, ano ba yung kailangan nating isakripisyo muna sa ngayon para we would prioritize kung ano yung mga needs natin, no? And we also believe na habang maganda yung ginagawa natin, people would, will just come and says, eto kailangan meron kaming pangtulong sa inyo. And blessings just come.
Yeah, Miss Arlene, you've been with the foundation for 26 years. Halos yung buong buhay mo na adult life nandyan na.
Opo.
Bakit po? What motivates you to stay there? When in fact, you know, social workers nowadays are really in demand, and not
Opo.
just locally but abroad also. But why stay in a foundation? What motivates you?
Actually, number one po, it's because the fact that naniniwala ako na while I'm taking care of the children, my family and my loved ones are taken care of also by God. So parang giving back lang po, no? And also I grew up from poor families. So sabi ko from the beginning, I'm a sponsor child long time ago. So
So being a sponsor child, you know, you have imbibed that value na someday I would want to share and give back.
Opo, So kung relate lang po ako sa sitwasyon ng mga bata. And pag nakakakita ako ng bata na parang wala nang pag-asa sa buhay, you know, para pag sabihin mo lang sa kanya na it's your decision at maniwala ka lang sa sarili mo at manampalataya ka lang, something will change. I mean, your life will be changed. So yung sa pakikisalamuha namin po sa mga bata, ako sabi ko nga siguro yung pinaka-attachment ko is really with the children. Kahit po sa ngayon na ako ay nasa management position, I always see to it that I have contact with the children that we work with, kasi sa kanila ako kumukuha ng inspirasyon.
Ma'am Arlene, ano kaya dapat ang maging role una sa lahat ng komunidad ngayon?
I think the community has to be supportive and accepting na may existing problema po tayo when it comes to poverty, and may existing problema tayo sa street children. Kasi kung merong acceptance at may realization na may problema tayong ganito, I think everything will work step by step. Kasi kung may denial, ay wala naman tayong ganyang problema, ang hirap magtrabaho.
Okay, itago natin yung mga kabataan pag may mga bisita, hindi dapat ganon, di ba? So let them be and then face
and
the
let's
problem.
face na may problema tayo, kasi ang susunod na step is to work together. Kasi kung alam na natin na andyan yung problema, lahat naman ng problema may solusyon. And I naniniwala po ako na ngayon sa tagal ko sa foundation, sa bawat bata, sabi nga, lagi kong naalala yung sinasabi na sa bawat 10 bata, isa yung masagip mo dyan ay napakalaking bagay na, lalo na kung 10 yung masagip mo.
Yes,
diba?
tama po kayo. So ano po ang inyong panawagan sa ating mga tagapagpanood ngayon?
Ang mga batang ito ay mga bata natin. Sila ay mga anak natin, at hindi kung concerted effort lang yung pagtulong natin sa sitwasyon na ito, I'm sure magkakaroon ng magandang solusyon. Una, yung pagdanggap ng mga eskwelahan na may mga batang kailangan ng mas tutok sa pag-aaral, at yung lahat ng miyembro ng community ay nagtutulungan para igabay ang mga batang ito imbis na sila ay iset aside. I'm sure ang mga bata mismo mararamdaman nila na hindi nila kasalanan na naging mahirap sila, at hindi nila kasalanan na nasa kalye sila. So kung lahat ng tao at lahat ng ating mga kababayan ay magiging conscious sa kung ano yung tamang pagtulong sa mga batang ito, I'm sure may pupuntahan at magiging maganda ang kinabukasan ng ating mga kabataan.
Yes. And tandaan po natin, kung maganda ang kinabukasan ng ating mga kabataan, sila po ang magiging haligi, no, ng ating bayan. They will become the pillars of our country, of our community. And even in the Bible, it says here in Psalm 82 verse 3, defend the weak and the fatherless, uphold the cause of the poor and oppressed. So heto po, tulong-tulong po tayo. Hindi po kaya ng VERLANIE Foundation lang po, o kaya ng isa pang foundation, to be able to help alleviate the poverty and to to uplift the lives of these children. But each one of us has a role to play. Magandang araw po sa ating lahat.
Dynamic living, making the best of you on fire. Dynamic living, sharing the faith, we're giving the love and bringing the total you.
If you have been blessed by this program, share hope, and help us continue to bring hope everywhere. Send your donations to South Philippine Union Conference through any of the bank details shown here. Hope Channel. Sharing love, changing lives.